So we are coming up to, I think, my favorite part of the year. Not only like do I like just that Christmassy vibe that's coming up soon, but also because phones. Lots and lots of phones. Many of you have been asking me which phones am I going to get next, and I'm just going to answer that right now. The next phone I will get is going to be the Galaxy Note 10 Plus, not the Pro. I was going to say Pro. I'm going to get that phone 100%. The next phone I'm going to get after that, which is literally like a month after, is the iPhone 11. Now, I'm not sure if I'm getting the 11 or the 11 Max. We'll see when they're actually announced, and I'll kind of make my decision then. And then a phone after that, again, a month later, the Pixel 4. There's only a few weeks left until the announcement of the Samsung Galaxy Note 10, and we pretty much know everything there is to know about it, and I'm very excited. Like, the last Note device I had was, I think, the Note 3 or Note 4, I'm not too sure, but it had TouchWiz on it, and I just didn't really like it. I mean, I love the pen feature. That was a pretty cool feature. But in terms of just TouchWiz, I just really did not like TouchWiz whatsoever. So now that it's running Samsung's One UI, yeah, that's going to be a fantastic phone. It used to look like Samsung kind of has molded the Note and the S series together because ever since the S7, I think it was, the Note series and the S series of phones were pretty much identical, except the Note just was maybe bigger and had a pen. That was really the only like major differences. Usually before then, the Note either had a better processor, maybe it had more RAM, maybe a better camera. It just had something more to give, other than just the pen. And it looks like this year Samsung kind of went back to the old trend of what the Note lineup is supposed to be. So this time around, the Note 10 will have a better processor than its S counterpart, the S10 and the S10 Plus. It will have the Snapdragon 855 Plus. Now, that's yet to be determined how well or how considerable of an upgrade that is to the S55 or Snapdragon 855. I have no idea. S55, what's that? But we don't really know its actual real life day performance. But I will be testing that out. If you guys are wondering, of course I will. That's definitely coming up. And this time around, it will have UFS 3.0 storage, which again sets it apart from its S counterpart. Now, if you guys remember, the Galaxy Fold was supposed to be the first phone with UFS 3.0 storage, but yeah, that didn't really work out that well. In fact, I think the OnePlus 7 Pro was the first phone to incorporate UFS 3.0 storage. So I'm really excited because that phone was just crazy quick. The OnePlus 7 Pro is just mind-blowingly fast. So for the Note 10 to have it alongside the 855 Plus, oh boy, that's gonna be a fantastic phone. I already know. And for those of you wondering, I'm not getting the Galaxy Fold because, $2,000. Nah, I'm good. My pockets aren't that deep. Now, the cameras on the Note 10, we might see a very small increase in actual quality, but what we will see an increase is better portrait shots simply due to that depth sensor. Samsung is also expected to release some sort of software update to make nighttime footage even better than it is now, which is kind of hard to believe because it's really good now. But it's expected to get even better. They're incorporating some sort of AI technology into it. But I'm pretty sure that's going to even the S line of phones, so that's not really a Note exclusive. But it's still going to be pretty insane to check it out. So I'm super excited for the Note 10, and I think many people should be more excited about it. Maybe you don't have to get it, but at least you should be excited about it because this year is really the biggest change between the S line and the Note line. So they're going back to their roots of when the Note was actually a superior device to the S line. So it looks like they're going back to their roots, and that's awesome because if you're paying that price for a phone, I really do hope it's better than its counterpart. And again, if you want to see a lot of comparisons, a lot of reviews, be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. And the next phone in the lineup just 1 month after is going to be the iPhone 11, 11R, and 11 Max. You can also expect the cameras on the iPhone to get better as they are every year, so that's not really anything shocking. It's going to be faster than the iPhone before. In fact, it's going to be the fastest iPhone ever made. They say that every single year, as if their new phone is going to be slower than their previous phone. Who would have thought? Of course, it's going to be faster. It's going to have better cameras. They're not going to be doing the triple camera setup with the wide, the ultra wide, and the telephoto. So far, so good. I love that they're incorporating the telephoto. I think it's going to be a fantastic camera. But according to many polls I see on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, not many people are excited for the iPhone 11 because not much is changing. You still got the notch, and you still got that same basic design. Nothing really changed. In fact, I think the back of the phone with this triple camera setup looks kind of ugly. And I'm not alone on that. I think many people think it looks ugly. So I don't know, man. Apple's been on a steep decline. Maybe not steep, but they've been on a pretty decent decline in terms of sales on phones, which is why they're going to the Apple Card, which is why they're going to the Apple Magazine or Apple TV Plus. Now I think Apple TV Plus. I don't know. I think even they're confused of what to do because they've been on a decline, man, and it's no wonder why. They're not doing anything. They're not really doing anything crazy. Like, I'm excited for the iPhone 11 because I love tech. I don't care what it is. iPhone, Galaxy, Huawei, OnePlus, I don't care what it is, man. If it's a new phone and it has new tech inside, I'm going to get it. But the vast majority of people, man, I just don't think the iPhone 11 is gonna be the iPhone to get. Maybe the iPhone 2020, because it might get rid of the notch, and that's a big might. I don't know, man. We'll see. But of course, I will be doing many comparisons with the XS Max and the iPhone 11 or 11 Max, whatever I decide to get. I will be doing many comparisons. So next in line is the Pixel 4. Now, I'm not gonna say the leaks and rumors because honestly, Google is acting like an excited 10-year-old on Christmas. They pretty much leaked everything. Like, we know everything about the phone. Not even a leak, not even a rumor. We know what the phone is. Like, we know. That's nothing can change from this point on. Like, they don't even want to wait to show us. They're just like, here's a picture of it. Like, here's all the technology. Here's the battery size. Here's how it's gonna look like. They don't care. They just want this thing out there. The Pixel 4 is different. I like where they're headed, kind of, except one thing. You can say goodbye. Well, actually, two things. You can say goodbye to the ultra-wide selfie camera, and get this. You can say goodbye to the ultra-wide rear-facing camera. They killed it off before it even entered the phone. They were just like, nah. We're not doing that. We're going to use telephoto, which confuses me so much. So much. Because not only do many people not use the telephoto lens, I mean, given a chance, I think more people would appreciate an ultra-wide angle. But skipping that, the Google Pixel uses super res zoom, which mimics a telephoto zoom, and it's not as good as a telephoto, but damn, it does a pretty good job. So I was expecting them to keep the ultra res zoom and just and incorporate a ultra wide angle, right? That makes sense because you get three things. You get three zooms for the price of two cameras, right? You got the normal wide camera, which can also act as an ultra res zoom camera. Then you got the ultra wide camera, which acts as an ultra wide camera. So you kind of get three for the price of two. And I just don't know why they're not doing what everyone else is doing, because clearly if everyone else was doing it, that means the people want it. I mean, you guys have seen me freak out about the ultra wide camera on the S10. It looks amazing. I mean, wow. I just don't know why Google isn't doing it. It's easy to fake a zoom. It's easy to do a super res zoom, right? it's not easy to fake an ultra wide looking picture. But I mean, I don't know, knowing Google, they might pull some camera magic and make it happen, but I just don't see how that's gonna be possible, to be honest. So I don't know, we'll see. The next thing that's making me kind of excited about the Pixel 4 is the Soli radar chip. Now, the radar chip is one of the reasons why the Pixel 4 has such a huge forehead. The radar chip is going to be pretty much implemented into there, and you will be able to control your phone using gestures. So instead of clicking the arrow to go to the next song, you just kind of, you know, do this or do this, or maybe do this movement for volume, or, you know, something along those lines. I don't know. I don't know. To me, that sounds like a gimmick. But do you guys know what else I thought was a gimmick? Picture-in-picture. Before I even had an Android, before I used the iPhone for 10 years, I thought picture-in-picture was the biggest gimmick ever. But I use it every single day, and I'm in love with it. I can't go back to not using picture-in-picture. So who knows? Maybe maybe if they make the radar chip very good, not just to work at a distance of here to here. Maybe if they made it work maybe across the room, and you had your phone docked, you know, on a charging station, and then you're in the kitchen, you know, someone gives you a call, and you can maybe kind of do this motion to answer or this motion to decline a call. You know, we'll see. I mean, it's a pretty cool. It depends how they implement it. It can either be really cool or people will forget about it within a week. And that's the scary thing. So they better get it right. And off the topic of smartphones, there's also going to be the Apple Watch Series 5 and the Galaxy Active 2. I might pick those two up and do a review of it. I'm not entirely sure. If you guys want that, put it in the comments below so I know. And that's pretty much it. This year is going to be very busy for us creators and very busy for our wallets. My wallet is going to be working overtime. Alright guys, that's pretty much it. If you did like the video, click that like button so I know. And if you are new here, consider subscribing. There are going to be many future videos ahead. This was Mark from Mark's Tech. Adios.